What's up, YouTube? To anybody that's gonna watch this, um, I just wanted to get on here and talk about work. Tonight, that's all I ever do, right? Okay. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna have to hold it because I don't want it to, I don't want it to fall or whatever. So, uh, do I like where I work? I mean, I'm okay where I work at. Do I want better for myself? Yeah, each and every day. So what do I do about it? I get online. I look for different jobs. I look to see what place is hiring. This is where it's going left, and I'm gonna keep saying this. When a person that's my tone of color is overqualified for jobs, they don't like to hire us. I don't know what it is, and I feel like that's wrong. And I feel like that's the reason why it be certain people out here they become victims of circumstance because of the way they treat other races. And they expect me or other people that look like me to feel sorry for them. Well, we can't feel sorry for you. How? You're not hiring us. Like, you hire us, all that stuff will stop. Okay, for instance, I'll use it as an example. I worked at a CVS in Inglewood. This was like years ago. Like, it had to be like 4 years ago. Okay. The same CVS in Inglewood was the Inglewood. Okay, the same CVS that's in Inglewood was the CVS where I think Terrell Owens knocked out somebody, or I forget who it was. I don't know if it was somebody. It was either Terrell Owens or Chad Ochocinco. I forget which one it was. One of them knocked somebody out in Inglewood at the CVS. I end up watching it on camera when I got hired, but nobody, like somebody told me like, oh yeah, I think my cousin had told me I'm in Inglewood at the CVS. He like, yeah, you at the Inglewood where old boy knocked out this homeless dude. I'm like, what? So I look it up on YouTube. Sure enough, it's there. So I'm right here. Sure enough, crazy stuff happened. Like I don't know if it was my first night or my first week there. I remember I almost knocked the dude out because he was like kind of like see, this is why I keep trying to tell people. The street world don't prepare you for the work world. So if you ever think the streets in the world, like the streets in work world, like mix, it don't. So don't even try. So mind you, in the streets, I would have fired him up. I wouldn't have thought about it. I would have knocked him right out and just got on. In the work world, I had to think twice because I'm on camera. But mind you, I didn't even care because I don't like people walking up on me and being in my space. That irritates me. Uh, L E Lego is love. Lego is love. Hello. Um. Yeah. Wendy Peck. Nice to meet all y'all. Tap in. Um. So like I was saying, I'm finna knock this dude out because I guess he intoxicated. Mind you, I don't know what he on. They saying he drunk. He saying I just know I pulled up to here to work that night. Had to get out because of some craziness. And the other girl was like, yeah, I'm just trying to keep him safe, keep him from coming up in here. As soon as I'm posting up at the door, that's why I don't like retail security. As soon as I post up, next thing you know, do you mean hello, my friend? Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Nice to meet you. Um, yeah, that's what I mean when I say tap in. Hello, nice to meet you, tap in. So next thing I know, yeah, I come to work and there's craziness going on. So basically I tell dude, like, get up out of here before you get knocked out. So I'm saying it loud, like, bro, get up out my face before I knock you out. Like, I am about to. I'm literally 5 seconds away from hitting him in his face and sleeping him. Mind you, he intoxicated, so I don't care. I know he's going to bed when I hit him. The lady who happens to be the store manager that night, she was black like me and was like, hold on. She's like, hold on, security, hold on. She said, come here. She pulled me just like, come here. Let me show you something. She said, you see where you was at? I said, yeah. She said, look above you. I look above me, it's a camera. She's like, yeah, it's cameras right here. There's a camera down there where you at. She said, only thing is, if you get into a confrontation, I'm going to turn my head. And guess what? I'm not going to report it or nothing. It just be your word against mine. So whatever happens, only you could tell them what happened. I'm not going to get involved. She said, but if you're going to do anything to somebody, she said, take them all the way down to the far end of the parking lot and do what you got to do. She said, defend yourself. I will not literally call the police on nobody because that man is in your face bothering you when you trying to do your job. I said, thank you. She said, okay, just, If you have to, don't even say nothing. Just step out, go down to that end and handle your business. I said, okay, cool. Sure enough, right after I do that, I think I had to call the Inglewood PD. They came. I don't know. It was crazy. It was just like, it was weird. How is your life going so far? My life is, my life is good, but it's rough at times, and I'm going through one of them rough moments. But I'm gonna get through it. Who was talking? Oh, who was this? Hey, Cow Life. Hey, look. Bye bye. See ya. Like I said, you come on here with that bullshit, I'm not playing with you. Life be like, oh, who was that? I don't know. Well, somebody said life be like, oh, I don't get it. See ya. But back to what I was saying in my story though. Nah. Okay, I get it. Now it makes sense. My bad. Just say that. I'm thinking like, oh, wait. Oh, nah. I get what you're saying now. Okay. But like I was saying though, back to what I'm saying. This is why I have to link. This is why I don't want to do retail security. I'm not retail security now, but this is why I don't like doing security or standing security. Like my dreams and my goals is not to be in security forever. My dreams and goals is literally to get me a machine, a print machine, and print my own clothing. That's all I want to do. For me. But only thing is we in a recession. It's crazy financially right now for me. So it's like, what am I supposed to do about it? Like I could go to work, do what I gotta do, but yeah. But it's people out here that's crash outs that's getting it all, which is crazy to me. How you doing? I'm great. But back to what I was saying about this CVS in Inglewood. This is why I don't work retail security. Um, what's crazy about it is that situation happened, and I moved on to the next situation. Mind you, this is why I say the streets could be tricky, but this is how the streets could save your life in the situation. So one dude, he comes in, right? Mind you, I know this person. Me and him go way back to the streets. Like I'm talking about when I wasn't on no work stuff and I was just simply in the streets. I know this person. Me and him didn't be in situations together. But mind you, he ain't even black. He Latin, but he one of my Latin partners. You know? So, he come in there, I guess he down on bad times and he do what he gotta do. I don't knock nobody for stealing when you got to. If you gotta steal Pampers, diapers, wipes, hygienes, whatever, hey, just, do what you gotta do and get out of there. I'm not tripping. Like, I'm not gonna chase after you and I already know the rundown protocol of security. That stuff is replaceable. Your life is not. So the dude, my boy, because this is one of my boys from back in the day, he come in, he do his thing, he dip. I think he come in like the next night and I tell him like, look, I stopped him outside. I was like, look, I told him the realest shit ever. I said, hey, bro, you know me and I know you. We go way back. I said, you could come here any other day of the week and still on. Just don't come when I'm in the store. I said, when I'm in the store, just respect it, bro, and just like turn around and just leave. And he was like, I feel you, bro. Like, I on everything. Like, you my boy. Like, I'm not going to disrespect you like that. I'm just not going to even come in when you here. But I had told him that, and the same night I quit. It was funny. The same night I was there and telling him that was the next day I quit. I didn't even care. I was like, I told them, remove me from that site. I don't want to be there. I just came up with a bullshit excuse. I'm like, get me away from this site. Because my thing is, in the streets, like I say, work is work, but in the streets is streets. Like, my thing is, when you got to go out in the world, the work world is not going to be there for you, and you got to handle your own in the streets, straight up. So that's why I say the streets didn't work. So what I did was I was smart. I ain't going to even put the homie in jail. I'm just going to switch my site. So I switched myself to another site. It just seemed like at this job, they kept putting me at the most fucked up sites. And I was like, I felt like, are they trying to get me killed? Like, are they trying to get me hurt? Because they keep putting me at the most fucked up sites. And I'm like, this shit is not cool. That's the only thing I don't like about security. They expect you to go wherever, however, like you ain't out here in the world and been through nothing and just be like, oh, it's cool. You can work here. And you like, damn well in your mind, don't nobody who you got beef with give a fuck about you over here trying to make your money. They don't care. They're going to do whatever they're going to do and it's going to be what it's going to be. And that's the reason why, another reason why I had to like leave that type of retail security, because retail security is dangerous. Y'all don't know, it's really dangerous. But on another note, my question is, what's y'all plans and goals for the summer? because my plans and goals is not to be in security. I'm talking about where I live at. It get triple digits June, July, all the way to like October, and I'm not trying to go through that this year. I rebuke that in the name of Yahweh. I would like to be going from security come the first week of May. Straight up, I don't even want to be in security no more. I'm over it. It's not fair. Yeah, give me time to do this, but this is more time I could be like working a job, getting way more money and benefits, and being able to do what I want to do, which is print my clothes. Like that's all I really want to do. Like a lot of people know I'm into fashion. And that's gonna sound crazy fashion. Like I love the skater style. I love hoodies. I love jeans. I'm like a person who like I'm street element. Like sometimes I might wear me some jeans with a hoodie, but then other times I might wear me, some Dickies, some crease Dickies with like a t-shirt. Like that's just my style sometimes. Shoes vary from Vans to Chucks, or sometimes if I see like some nice boots or some like nice Air Force Ones, I might walk around in them. I just don't like Air Force Ones. They feel like bricks to me on my feet, and I don't like that. So I don't like Air Force Ones. I'm great yourself. But yeah, my question is, what's y'all goals for the summer? What y'all plan to do for summer? Cause me, this summer I would just like me just speaking into existence. I would like to be working a better job financially. I'll like this. Why I'll tell y'all. I'll take a better job where I'm getting paid like, let's just throw a number out there. Let's say I'm getting paid $30 to $35 an hour, but I'm doing hard labor work for like 4 days. I'll take that instead of working 5 days a week and only getting paid bare minimum. You feel me? And the other days that I'm off, I could work on myself and work on my brand and deal with my family. Like I want a job where, like how like I said, it could be 4 to 3 days a week, but you're getting paid $35 an hour. you know. And even if they doing the cash under the table, that wouldn't bother me. I'd be like, all right, that's a cool job. You feel me? Wouldn't have no problem coming to do that. I wouldn't even care if I had like an asshole supervisor rebuking them. Yeah, I would want to have like a cool supervisor, because I know when you get paid more on jobs, supervisors are not like real dicks, like, or real assholes. Sorry about that, but they real cool. You feel me? So my job is like my manifestation for this year is to be out of security completely. I want to be out of security completely, and I want to be able to work me a good job, something that's very reciprocal, and where I get benefits, and also be able to work on myself, my brand, and have more time for my family. Like that's what I'm manifesting. I don't really care for all the entertainment, who's knows the hot spots. You feel me? If I could just get myself to the point of view, like to not to the point of view, but like if I can get myself to the point in my life where I'm better financially, I could continue to take care, like better care of my family and do more. But this is the reason why I be trying to tell people, like when I got on this YouTube thing, I got on this YouTube thing to make money, but I also got on this YouTube thing to talk about my life, because a lot of people don't know, damn, life is crazy. How you deal with it? I just smile and keep going. Sometimes I lose my smile because I literally just, everybody has that moment when they don't want to smile. And you can't make somebody smile. If you don't want to smile, it's like you don't want to smile. Like it's nothing you could do. You feel me? Like, but like um, put your pride to the side, breathe in, breathe out. You know, and what we call out here, we call it thug it out. You feel me? Or push through it. I call it, profit through it. You feel me? That's why I say profit through it. Because if you're gonna P4P each and every day, each and every way, like myself, you got to just continue to pray on it and let go, let God, and do what you can, because everything ain't gonna go the way you plan. You feel me? And that's why I tell myself every day, like even if it don't go my way I plan, like it is what it is. You feel me? I know it's better on its way to me, like because Philip Scott. I watch his show a lot. He always say the truth. Is like when certain people that's minorities lose a job that was good, they end up getting blessed with better pay and a better job, which is kind of crazy. You feel me? I don't wish that upon nobody. I don't wish that upon myself. I'm just saying, like, I've been at jobs like that where I was getting paid like some cool money. I remember I had a lot of good sites before, but it's the people that make me like. Even nowadays, like I don't like to go places because I'm very antisocial now. I don't like to make friends or nothing because people are they're cool. Like people can be nice when they want to, but people could be cruel and so fake. So I just stay to myself, you know. But you know, I would want a job where I could make way more money just doing less. Like I don't care if I'm doing something like even just dealing with tires. If a tire person at a tire place could make more money than a security officer, that's how you know things are out of this way. Like, do you know California is so sympathetic, empathetic, and sympathetic to convicted felons that they give them good jobs like construction jobs, where somebody who's a 9 to 5er like myself, high school diploma, don't got a record, they won't give you a good job. They won't. Oh, you know what? He feel like he can make a cut. They'll look at you and judge you of the color of your skin and say, you know what? Nah, it's not a good fit for you. Like, it's a place out there, and I know I ain't ever tell y'all this, but God, I want to say this: rebuke in the name of Yahweh. I ain't gonna say the name of the place. We just gonna say it's something ready. That's all we're gonna say. We're gonna just say something ready. And if you've been in California, you know what I'm talking about. It's a job agency, a temporary job agency, where you go to get work and they have you doing little things like on construction sites and stuff, right? And instead of saying their name all the way, I'm gonna just say something 3 times. Something. So at this something agency, they're very prejudiced to blacks and they need to be investigated. And that's not okay. Because I've been at this place and they looked at me and was like, nah, you know what, you sure you don't wanna do something like go to fast food? You sure you don't want to do something else like why construction? And I'm like, you know what? I'm a perfect fit for construction. I can lift things. I know how to do what done in construction. And the dude like literally judged me and was like, nah, I don't think you're ready for construction. And he sent me home. Didn't even give me a shot at a job site. They give me a chance to make no money. It's like people are really prejudiced. Excuse me. They really prejudiced out here, and that shit need to stop. Like, and I just said, you know what, cool, whatever. I didn't even trip. I got back in my car and I left. Back in my car and I left. And it's the same thing where I'm at now. It's like California, period. They need to practice on being less prejudiced to black people and more helping to black people. Because black people, we help everybody else but ourselves. And when like we kind people to everybody else but ourselves. And that's the only part I don't like. Like, even out here where I'm at, the black people out here, some that's cool, and it's some that you gotta watch with a side eye, because it's like, they look like they own janky stuff. But my thing is the job market to be how it is right now. I ain't ever think being 33 right now in my life, the job market would be so fucked up right now. And I ain't trying to put that out there. I'm just saying it's really fucked up right now. Like it's fucked up. Like, like I don't know how to put it. It's like that's the only way I can put it is like it's really messed up. Like it's really not making sense. It don't make sense no more. It's like, what are you doing at this point? But like I said, I always want to just say this right now while I'm here and alive and well. When it's all said and done, this spirit leave this body on some real shit. I don't want nobody in my family to come running, crying, acting like they support and they care for me. Because even your own family in this day and age, they'll turn against you. They will not help you. I know a couple family members right now who got, I ain't saying they got like King Tut money. I'm saying they got at least like a cool couple $100,000. But they won't help me, but I've helped them when they didn't have nothing. I'm talking about they down bad, fresh out. They need, oh, let me get a ride over here to the hood, or let me get a ride over here. Woo woo. All right, no problem. I ain't tripping. I got the gas and all that. All right, I'll take you. Because that's the type of person I was. But nowadays, you even now you just gotta say screw family. Like, not I don't mean screw them, but like forget family. Like, you just gotta say forget them and just keep moving about your life, because they're not gonna be there when you fall. They're gonna be there to say I told you so and laugh in your face. And that's the reason why I don't depend and help family no more. They don't help. They no help. What are they there for? But like I'm saying, like, my goal is to not be in security come by money. Come by May, I don't even want to be in security no more. I just want to hang this up and just do something else. Like prayers that I get a shot at something better. Like, I see his cameraman's making more than me. And I'm like, bro, just to hold a camera, you getting paid $200-$300 an hour just to hold a camera. Like I said, everything out here it'd be like this. Are you looking for a job with a better opportunity, this and that? And you be like, hell yeah. You think yourself like, hell yeah, I'm ready to do the better, step up and do better. You'll go and try to apply. It'd be like, oh, do you have experience in such and such, or do you have the credentials for such and such? Bro, who the fuck is gonna need a certificate to hold a fucking camera all day? That's some bullshit. Who gonna need who gonna need to have a certification to edit cameras or to edit like logos? Bro, a common person like myself could do that. It's just people are being prejudiced, and I see what type of world we live in. Like, and then to the black entrepreneurs, because y'all got that shit bad. Help your own. Step up and help your own. If you gonna help everybody else, help somebody that look just like you, that come from the same community as you. Because a lot of entrepreneurs do not like to share the wealth. And I don't mean share the wealth like physically. I'm saying step up. Hey, you see little TJ around the block hanging with the same dudes that almost derailed you. Pull little TJ out them, pull him out that situation. Put him in a cubicle where you at and show him the way. That's all I'm saying. Because they get mad at little TJ when little TJ turn out to a savage and he get to kill, the next generation. But you ain't the one that, like, my thing is, you're the one in position and power, and you ain't snatching little TJ out the trenches. I don't care if little TJ fighting, like, no, I don't want to go today. I don't want to go to the office. There's other ways you could persuade him to go to the office. Hey, I got $25 an hour. If you go for every hour that you in there learning about the company, I got $25 an hour for you. I bet you little TJ ass would be like, well, shit, I'm cool on this, Little TJ think twice and turn his life around. And that's what's wrong with the world. We not helping those that need help. And then when they just say fuck it and they go all out, like when they go savage mode on people want to see her be crying. Man, I knew this person, or you know, we knew him as a good person. I don't know why they did that. Because you not helping. You helping the way you want to help, and that's like giving bullshit lectures and speeches. How many more bullshit lectures and speeches can our community need? We don't need no bullshit lectures and speeches. We need somebody to step up and actually do. Hiring events is cool, but to an extent, it's like they don't even like. I learned this about hiring events too. Hiring events don't hire you if you connected to somebody who in that lifestyle, and you ain't even gotta say it. They'll let you sit there and do the application and all that. Sit there and watch you do it, fill it out and everything, and then be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Your dad. Did you know your dad had a record for this? Or did you know your auntie had a record for this? Or did you know your mom had a record for this?" And you like, hell no, I ain't know that. And deny you the position because you come from a family where somebody out there still living a disruptive lifestyle, but it don't benefit you. It hinders you. It's fucked up like that. I don't get that either. It's like, what? Who does that? That don't even make sense. Like I said, I keep saying, it's like black entrepreneurs need to step it up. Because if I was a black entrepreneur right now and I had the means to actually change somebody's life, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna be like Shaq every day. But just know this. Out of 5 or out of 10 kids in my community, at least all 10 of them will be able to go somewhere, sit down for a couple hours and learn something and get paid for it. We're not even paying the youth to learn nothing. It's like y'all give the youth, y'all get them control of their life young at like 12, 13. What was the average 12, 13-year-old doing when I was growing up? Shit, I'll tell you right this, they wasn't sitting down watching TV. They wasn't sitting down watching no TV. They was in the streets trying to go play ball. And I mean like literally play basketball, football, or literally be in the streets. Like that's the only option that they had. Summer camps was cool, but for them couple hours, a kid might be learning for a couple hours and forget all about it, but they ain't got to go back home to, look at what they going back home to. I've seen some kids get dropped off or go back to their living situation where it ain't so good. And people just like, oh, well, it's supposed to be like that. You like, what? It ain't supposed to be like that. It's like, it's crazy. It don't make sense. Like, but I know for a fact, it's like I said, black entrepreneurs need to step it up. Stop being selfish. Stop being selfish, because guess what? You could put somebody in position today that could change somebody's life. It could actually have that word, or should I say the authority, to stop somebody from going to do something. All because, hey, I got $500 today for you to go sit down in this classroom and just learn about a construction job. You know? Oh, I'm down for that, 500 a day just to go sit down and watch a movie? That's nothing. But there's a lot of people out there that's not gonna do that. I appreciate it, Wendy. Thank you. Um, Somebody put a song. Oh yeah, it was a song. How you doing? I sub. Cool. I appreciate it. All the subs that I could get, I appreciate it, because it's only getting me better. It's only getting me to like my goal. If I reach a goal of 100 before April, I'll be happy. But even if I don't, I'm not tripping. If I can reach a goal of 500 in the middle of April to May, I'll be happy. Like, 1,000 is, something I'm aiming for. But then again, who's to say I can't go with 100,000? Like, I got the potential to do it. Everybody been telling me my whole life, you talk so much, you're a great talker, or a great conversationalist, or a great convo person you to have a convo with. You should just do YouTube. So that's why I get on here to talk. You feel me? So I could get a sub. Every sub a day get me to my goal where I don't care how much I make off of YouTube. You feel me? I can help somebody else. You feel me? I might be able to make, whatever Mr. Beast make, I probably get half of that back to my community. Or give 25% or how much I can back to my community. Or just help somebody I know. Like, I got nieces and nephews right now. I don't know what they doing. But if I sit here and put them in the classroom and learn about what careers and trades they want to take before they get of age to, guess what? I can make a change in their life. I mean, and it ain't got to be my nieces or nephew, nobody in my family. It could be somebody from another community. Like, people have lost their way. They so money hungry and so focused on greed, they forget that the next generation don't have that. Like, meaning, like, they don't have nobody to guide them. Like how we didn't have somebody to guide, we had to figure it out. Like, certain people will come around and help guide us. Like, I know a couple counselors and a couple teachers that didn't help me. You feel me? But ain't gonna lie, we ain't gonna sit and act like the OG on the block or your brother or somebody that you look up to in your family ain't got the way or had the elements to make you, like, not make you, but like had the elements to like help you to where you know how to get your money up. And it ain't gotta be just hustling, 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 because hustling is cool, but hustling is just hustling to get by. You feel me? And that's not okay. And I don't know why this generation, they really be so proud of it. They be so happy about hustling. Like, I'd be like, bro, I might need to hustle, even though I work a 9 to 5, but I'm not gonna take a gamble on illegal hustle. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm cool with where I'm at. I'm content, not content, but like, I'm happy I'm not where I used to be. Because being where I used to be, it came with a lot of funerals. It came with a lot of ducking the law. It came with a lot of fights and possible, bang outs. Call them not even bang outs, but call them like uh pop, a lot of pops, you feel me? And nobody want to live like that their whole life. Like I said, from like 2010 to like 2015, I was going to funerals. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, that shit was draining. Nobody want to keep going back to funerals, back to back funerals. Like, that shit is draining. Like, but this youth, that's what they glorify. And I blame the music. Blame on Pooh Shiesty, blame on Lil Durk, because one thing about my era, I might have grew up listening to 50 Cent in the game, but I know for a fact, you could tell when you know somebody that lived through something and survived it. You could tell somebody that really ain't went through it, because all they talk is gang, gang, gang talk, or they always got violence or got some, like, like in a videos or whatever they're doing with violence. And it's like, bro, you like that. You might preach this and might show this on camera, but you going home to a mansion right now. While me and my homies or me and my family members, certain enough, we probably finna go back to a house that look crazy, or probably finna go home and act like nothing didn't happen today, because we know somebody that got shot at, or we know somebody that got beat up by the police, or got jumped by somebody from another community because where they live at. But that's why I say the music nowadays will throw anybody for a loop. The music will have everybody out here thinking that they killers and shooters and all that, or should I say unalivers. I'm thinking they big unalivers, with big reputations, and they ain't even living like that. Feel me? Like, and then they want to get mad at me because I'm the one that's in there telling kids, hey, don't do that. Hey, that's not it, Or, hey, stop. I wouldn't do that if I was you. I was your age before. Wouldn't do that. And that's nothing. In this generation of parents, they can't tell a kid nothing. Feel me? And I grew up where they said the community was, it take a village to raise a child. Feel me? But at the same time, the village can't tell kids nothing to do nowadays because the mama go against the whole village about her child. And that's if it's a polite, I want to say a polite, good village. Because if it ain't a polite village, your kid don't need to be in that community. But like I said, some of us were born into this, like born into where we really have a choice of where we lived at. That's just where we landed, and that's just where we have to grow up, and that's where we end up living. Nowadays, people got the money to move their kids to the valley, and these they still want to get bussed back into the inner city to fuck up and do stupid shit. I just don't get that. It just don't register with me. Why live like this when you don't have to? But then they sit there and knock you and be like, oh, you just somebody who think they better than because you decide to get yourself together. No, I got myself together because I know I could end up like you, with a record, with nothing to lose. Nobody want to live like that. Nobody. Feel me? And California need to have more trades open for black people. Straight up. They need to open up the trade schools for black people. They need to make some type of payment plan for black people for trade schools. Because like our own ain't even doing it. And I ain't knocking the ones that do because I know Skip Townsend from Second Call, he actually give people opportunity. Shout out to Skip Townsend because I didn't talk to him before. That's the only person I can think of that's in California that I know of that I didn't actually tapped into. Like, hey, I'm trying to do something in construction or something. He like, oh yeah, sure. He sent me the information. I just was too busy to go down there because I had to literally go to work, so I couldn't make it. But yeah, you feel me? Like, and sacrifice. I'm not gonna lie, sacrificing for a trade is cool, but not when it's not when it's gonna mess with your livelihood. You can't let a trade mess with your livelihood. If you know you got to go to school at 6:00 in the morning, but be off at like the time you got to start work, that's not gonna work. You know what I mean? It's gonna take from you actually, and you're gonna lose way more money than what you think you get. And I understand some people could just up and quit a job and know a family member in the trade and get blessed with get blessed with an opportunity in trade. But unfortunately, that's not how I go for my bloodline. You feel me? I don't know nobody in my bloodline that got a trade that's gonna actually put me on, And that's another thing. People are selfish in trades. They're selfish in jobs, period. They don't want to put people on because it's like, I'm like this. One thing about the 80s generation I learned from them, they didn't care if you was the dirtiest person in the village or the biggest snake in the village. They put you on. They gave you opportunity knowing you was going to fuck up. Now, when you fuck up, you just had to go there. You had to just, take it as what it was and deal with what you did, Like, when I say that, like, you rob somebody that, like robbing an old lady in the 80s could get you unalived. I know that for a fact because I know in the 80s they had money to make stuff happen. But that's the difference between just 10 years. The 1980s compared to the 1990s where it's about gangster rap, it's about lowriders, it's about females, it's about this, it's about that, stuff that didn't even matter. Then in 2000 we go into, it's about XL shirts, it's about having a lot of jewelry on, driving foreign cars, looking like the man, and don't even own none of it. That's been going on since 2000. Can't tell me. But it's crazy, man. It just don't make sense, man. I just know my goal for this summer is not to be here. Not to be at this job. I pray I'm not at this job. I pray I'm doing something better with my time and I'm at a better place in my life. Because this is not it. This is not it at all. I'm appreciative, but this is not it, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Word to the wise to anybody out there. Stop being fucking selfish. Put people on. And guess what? You won't have to worry about nobody trying to hurt you. Because you'll have so many people that you done helped and you looked out for it, guess what? Ain't nobody going to hurt you. And if they do, they got to go against a whole army to stop people from helping you. Like, meaning, like, all the people that you help, they got to, like, that wall of protection that you building right there because you didn't help so many, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to stop them and be like, hey, nah, you ain't doing that to him or you ain't doing that to her. They didn't help me numerous of times. They got a good heart. And I'm pretty sure they will, throw hands and feet for you. You feel me? Unless we that far gone as a race where we helping people and people still backdooring people and double crossing people. That's crazy work to me. That needs to stop. Straight up. Stop backdooring people. Stop crossing out your own for a buck or for a broad or just because you want a reputation. Feel me? Help. Put people on. Remember, put people on. Put your own on. Put your own on. Straight up.